Hey, Niecia here. You may have heard that I'm partnering with Linda Osario of House of Yoga Academy, located right down in Fredericksburg, to offer a 200-hour yoga teacher training coming up in February of this year. You may also notice it on this super inconspicuous sign sitting right behind me. All right. Today, I wanted to share my why with you. My why for wanting to practice yoga, for wanting to teach yoga, and why I eventually decided to open a yoga studio. I hope that it will maybe help you tap into your why. So, here we go. So, about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe longer, I'm really suck at keeping track of time. But anyway, I decided that I was tired of doing a bunch of high impact cardio workouts. I wanted to switch to something that was more low impact, and I also wanted to do something in a group setting. I got a membership to my local gym, met a new friend there, and she invited me to take yoga class one day after one of our group sessions. Went to the class with her, loved it, and very quickly I was only going to the gym 2 times a week to attend yoga, the only times they offered it the whole week. From there, I was shopping around in a local shopping area and I saw that they had a yoga studio there, which I did not know was a thing. I was staring at their ad for their introductory offer, which is very similar to the welcome offer that we have here. The owner saw me, came out, told me a little bit more about the studio, invited me to sign up. I did it. I took my very first class, well, my first studio class the next day. And from there, I was absolutely sold. I loved the way that I felt physically and mentally. It just changed my whole day from the time I took that class moving forward. And I couldn't wait to do it again. Immediately started practicing regularly daily, at least 5 to 6 times a week. I was really enjoying it. And then about 2 months, 2 or 3 months into me practicing or starting my practice, I had two back to back seizures. I'd never had seizures before in my life, and it was pretty scary. So, Reader's Digest version is I had generalized anxiety disorder, didn't know it at the time. And my anxiety was manifesting itself in a very physical way. Not uncommon. Some people have like ringing of the ears, shakings of the hands. Your body's going to do what it does. It's going to process its stress, its worry in whatever way it does. That just so happens to be the way that my body was processing it. It took my neurologist about 3 months to convince me that I did not have anything wrong physically, in my brain. I needed to go and check into therapy, which I did. A therapist asked me what kinds of things I did to settle myself down. Um, at the time, I didn't really think that I had any self care rituals or self care things that I did, but I did tell her that I had recently started yoga and I just really, really liked it. That was music to her ears. So, what she prescribed was yoga, more yoga, and meditation, which I had never done, in addition to some other things. Of course, I had to go through therapy. I went through CBT therapy to be exact. And at the time, I chose to be medicated because I just wanted to attack my issue and get it under control from as many angles as I possibly could. All right. Once I started doing all of these things, really setting up this solid self care ritual that I did daily and weekly, had these really good self care habits in place, I started to notice a significant change in how I was showing up in the world, not just for myself, but for others. A significant change in the amount of things that I could do because my mind wasn't just spinning and spinning and spinning. I was actually able to think and produce, which wasn't really a thing for me. I just felt like I was literally in the spin cycle all the time. When I realized that I did have more control over my mental health and my physical well being than I initially thought, that's when it was like my aha moment. I was like, okay, Everybody needs this. If y'all don't know me, I'm like a broke Oprah. Like if I know about it, everybody's gonna get it. You get yoga and you get yoga and you get yoga. And I was out here just trying to straight hustle my friends and family into these yoga classes. Okay, so my family and friends were absolutely sick of me, sick of hearing about yoga. But I just knew that I knew how good it made me feel, and how I wanted everyone to feel that same way. And plus, I started to realize just how important it is to take time out for yourself. It is not selfish, it is what is necessary for you to be able to live and live with and love on people, be a good friend, be a good parent, be a good whatever. You need that time for yourself. And that led me to starting to study just the science behind all of these things that I was practicing. Which led to me then saying, hey, if I practice yoga for 12 months, I will go on and go through teacher training. Of course, I was doing it for the very cliche reason that everyone else says, I just want to deepen my practice. And I did. Had absolutely no intention on teaching. And then that changed. And then just to speed this up from there, I got my teacher training. I taught a little bit, but more than anything for me, I wanted to create a space. I wanted this environment where we could really get to the science of the yoga. You know, it is fun. It's fun to bend up like a pretzel. It's fun to stand on your hands. It's fun to balance on your forearms. I guess it's fun for those people that can actually get into a split. I can't. I'm sure that's fun too. But what really interested me and what I really, really wanted to share with people was how to apply yoga, all the 8 different limbs of yoga, into real life in simple ways, bite-sized ways that could really impact people's lives and their days, and the way that they felt. From there, the rest is kind of history. My husband and my family, kids definitely had a part in it too, opened up Rooted Yoga in 2020, right at the height of the COVID. So that was a whole thing, but here we are. My point in telling you this is that you can have any number of whys. You know, you may have started practicing yoga for just the physical aspect, which many of us do. That's why I started originally. I just wanted the physical piece. It was definitely a workout for me, until the other things that come with that started to kind of drip in, and I started to have more understanding about it. You may want to get to the point where you're teaching, you know, or maybe your yoga is just for you. All whys are valid. Well, unless you're trying to be like a yoga cult leader, then that's not valid. Instead of using that money to do like yoga teacher training, go get yourself some therapy. Go get yourself some therapy so people don't have to deal with your nonsense. I digress. So I'm super interested in what your why is, or more so, I'm super interested in you figuring out what your why is. And once you do that, if you are interested in deepening your practice or learning how to offer yoga to the people that you care about, or just wanting to understand the why behind the poses and the breathing and all of these things that we do, maybe you consider jumping in this 200-hour teacher training. If you have any questions about it, there's all kinds of information on my website, also on Linda's website. You can reach out to us via email, call, text, whatever. We want to answer your questions. So please reach out, let us know. And I hope to see you in February and get to partner with you on your journey. Thanks. Bye. Ooh, I forgot one thing. Okay. If you register for YTT by December 1st, you can save that. You can save $500 on your investment. Who doesn't love a sale? So there's that. Yeah. another reason for you to go on ahead and do this thing. All right, that's it for real this time. I will see you soon.